It's a question that's been floating around since the beginning of the game, and it often seems as though it won't be answered until the end of it. But what if I told you that Zhongli himself has given us a few clues as to what the contract to end all contracts entails? This is the Unlikely Genshin Gamer, and welcome to my theory about how Zhongli is trying to get rid of visions, and why visions are much more sinister than they seem. Now remember way back at the end of the Liyue Archon quest, Zhongli hands over his gnosis to the Tsaritsa's Harbingers in exchange for a mysterious price. A contract, he called it, to end all contracts. And while that's huge, it also tells us almost nothing. But Zhongli actually tells us something more about this deal himself. In his voice lines, when asked about visions, he tells us that they are a type of contract as well.
Visions are also a type of contract. You should know that all power comes at a price. For every bit of power you gain, so too do you gain more responsibility.
And if his contract with the Tsaritsa is to end all contracts, would not the distribution of visions be affected? And if that's true, why would he want to get rid of them? Why would the end of the contract between humans and whoever gives them visions be part of an acceptable trade of his gnosis and ability to protect Liyue? He obviously did not make this deal lightly, because in his gnosis story, it is said that, in his own words, this was his final contract to end all contracts. Yet no matter how one looks at it, the loss of his divine ability to defend Liyue was too great a price to pay. Even amongst mortals, the basis of a contract is equivalent exchange. And for the god of contracts, who must have established countless such agreements in his long years of existence, such an important contract must have come with its benefits. Now, the Geo-Archon has given away his gnosis as his part of the deal. What then must the Cryo-Archon have wagered to balance the scales? So then, is there a reason to include visions in this final contract? Well, firstly, Raiden has told us directly that Archons don't give out visions. And based on the secret Venti told us under the Windrise tree, Allogenes, which are people who receive visions, are in essence unknowingly being recruited for potential position as an Archon someday. That means it's not in an Archon's best interest to hand out visions, especially not for one who aspires to grasp eternity. The Raiden Shogun's weariness of the vision wielders in her domain was therefore valid. After all, did not our sweet gentleman Kaedahara Kazuha, when imbued with the power of 2 visions, directly counter his Archon? And he's now known far and wide because of it. And yet, for this reason, his hidden price to pay may be higher. You may also remember that a few people have observed a sinister underside to visions. Lisa's character stories, for one, mentions a hidden price of visions twice. Before demanding too many miracles from the gods, first consider if you are willing to pay the price they ask. And secondly, with the aid of her vision, Lisa acquired the knowledge that she sought. But she also sensed the deep secret hidden in the shadows of that knowledge. For whatever reason, the gods gave humans the key to changing everything, but they did not explain the cost involved. Lisa grew fearful of this truth. Dainsleif also hints at this, but adds that the whole deal is deceptive.
The war has already begun. It is just a continuation of past battles. The gods goad us on with the promise of their 7 treasures, rewards for the worthy, the doorway to divinity. Yet buried in the depths of this world lies smoldering remains, a warning to those that dare trespass. That throne in the sky is not reserved for you. But mortal arrogation never stops. None will escape the flames.
Zhongli may very well be trying to help to facilitate the revolution that will protect his people from the unknown dangers of this hidden contract. If all this is true, then the tally of changes we know of that should come to pass if the Tsaritsa's plan works includes Zhongli's contract to keep silent about what really happened in Conria, the presumed agreements that every Archon must make when ascending to their seat of power, and the unwitting agreement that mortals make with the heavenly principles when they attain a vision should all end. What do you guys think? Please don't hesitate to share in the comments. I'd like to discuss it more. And if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and share it. And I'll see you in the next one.